I stood at the edge of my field, the Georgia sun scorching my neck, but a chill crawled up my spine. There she was, Linda Harper, the queen bee of the Pine Grove Homeowners Association, kneeling in my son's vegetable patch, yanking up his carrots and tossing them into her fancy SUV like she owned the place. Her teenage son, slouched by the tailgate, held a crate as if this was just another errand. My heart pounded. Those weren't her crops. They were my boy's pride, his sweat, his dream. I shouted, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" Linda spun around, clutching her phone like a weapon. "Back off, mister. You're trespassing," she screeched while VYing it in the air. "I'm calling the cops." I almost laughed. Trespassing? On my own damn land? I charged down the slope, dust swirling, fury boiling. "Those are my son's carrots and potatoes you're stealing. Get your hands off them." She didn't blink, just tapped her phone. "Yes, 911. There's a man threatening me and my son at the community plot. He's screaming, coming at us." I froze, fist tight, jaw clenched. She was really doing it, calling the police on me for catching her red-handed. Then I saw it. Her son loading the last crate of zucchini into their car. Everything my boy had worked for gone. Sirens wailed in the distance, and I knew this was about to get ugly. Let me back up. I'm Ethan, a single dad and retired paramedic who traded city life for a quiet 10-acre farm in rural Georgia. My son, Noah, is 12 sharp, quiet, with a heart bigger than most. He's got this gift for growing things. Give him a seed and a bucket, and he'll make you a garden. After we lost his mom 3 years ago, this farm became our sanctuary. We started a little vegetable patch, just the two of us, to heal, to bond, to feel the earth under our nails. Our crops took off: potatoes, zucchini, bell peppers, beans, like the soil was paying us back for all we'd been through. Neighbors started noticing, asking for extras. We shared, never sold. It wasn't about money. It was about us. Then Linda Harper showed up. She's the head of Pine Grove HOA, the kind of woman who thinks she runs the whole county. Our farm sits just outside her HOA's reach. I made sure of that when I bought the place. But that didn't stop her. She'd swing by, all fake smiles, saying, "You should join the HOA, Ethan. We'd keep your property in line." Translation: "Let me control you." I said no politely every time. That's when the trouble started: petty complaints about my tractor's noise, claims my fence was unapproved, even a wild accusation that I was growing something illegal. Turned out to be basil. The worst was when she cornered Noah by the road, pressuring him to grow peppers for her son's school project. A week later, her kid won a county fair ribbon with a display that looked exactly like Noah's, down to the planting chart. Noah was crushed, but said, "Maybe he needed the win, Dad. My boy's too kind," but I wasn't fooled. Then the trespassing began. Footprints in the dirt, tire marks, a gate left unlatched. One night, our sprinklers were cut off. I didn't want to point fingers, but deep down I knew. That morning, Noah woke me up beaming. "Dad, the potatoes are ready." He'd been experimenting with a local gardening club, logging every step in his notebook. We planned to harvest together, make a big stew to celebrate. I had to run to town for supplies, so I told him to wait. But when I pulled back up our gravel drive, I spotted a strange SUV by the field. I crept closer and saw Herlinda, snipping stalks, loading crates, her son giggling like it was a game. This wasn't just theft, it was an attack on my kid's heart. That's when I yelled from the hilltop, and she dialed 911. "Sir, stay calm," the officer snapped, stepping out of his cruiser minutes later. "Calm?" I pointed at Linda. "They're stealing my food." She burst into fake tears. "He came out of nowhere. Officer, I thought he'd attack me." I growled, "I've got cameras. You'll see everything." Her face flickered, but the cop didn't care. "Hands where I can see them." Noah ran from the shed, pale. "Dad, what's happening?" The officer glanced at him, then me. "Whose land is this?" Before I could answer, Linda chimed in. "This is part of the HOA's community garden program." He never filed an exemption. I nearly choked. "That's a lot." She smirked, pulling out a papyrus-stamped letter with my forged signature. The cop raised an eyebrow. "We'll need to sort this at the station." My stomach sank. She faked my name, and they were buying it. Noah tugged my sleeve. "Dad, the cameras. You showed me how to check them." My heart leapt. I'd set up motion sensors along the fence, 2 in the fields. I turned to the officer. We've got VYDO proof right now. Linda scoffed. He probably edited it. Him and his backwoods tricks. I ignored her, nodding to Noah. He pulled up the footage on his tablet clear as day, Linda and her son waltzing onto our land. No permission, filling crates with our crops. The officer watched, then nodded. This changes things. Linda's face went white, but she doubled down, while VYing her paper. This land's still HOA property. I snapped. Check that signature. The cop hesitated. We'll need a specialist. Linda snatched the paper back. No need. I've got more at home. She was cracking. The officer turned to her. Ma'am, you and your son need to come with me. She screamed. I'm the VY Tim. But they loaded her into the cruiser. Her kid looked lost, and I felt a pang not for her but for him. That night, Noah and I sat on the porch, stars twinkling above. He was quiet, then whispered, Why would she lie like that, Dad? I hugged him. Some folks see kindness as something to exploit. When they can't control you, they try to take what's yours. But they can't take our truth. He smiled faintly. Or Mom's chili recipe. I chuckled. Damn right. But the next morning, trouble came knocking again. A letter was taped to our Gate Pine Grove HOA letterhead, my forged signature, and a red stamp screaming, Final notice, property seizure approved. Noah ran up, confused. What's this? I scanned it. It claimed our farm was now HOA property for community benefit. Then I heard tires crunching, gravel, a MOVYing truck rolled up. 3 guys in vests stepped out, one with a clipboard. Here for the property inspection, he said, like it was nothing. My blood boiled. Who sent you? He tapped his clipboard. Pine Grove HOA. Got permission to assess for repurposing. I stepped in front of him. You're not setting foot on my land. That paper's fake, and Linda's already been reported for forgery. The guy blinked, surprised. I'm just doing my job, sir. A younger worker nudged him. Maybe we should call the office. This sounds messy, but clipboard guy was stubborn. I've got authorization. Block us, and I'll report you. Noah, barefoot and fierce, yelled, You're the trespassers. I nudged him back, pulling out my phone. Here's the deal. You leave, call your office, and tell them I'm calling the sheriff. One step past this gate, and you're all cited for trespassing. They hesitated, then backed off. Clipboard guy muttered, You'll hear from the HOA again. I smirked. Can't wait. I drove to the county office that day, pulling every deed and exemption on file. 2 hours later, I had ironclad proof our land was ours. But when I got home, Noah was pale, holding his tablet. Dad, look. On the Pine Grove HOA social media, Linda had posted, Our fearless president, Linda Harper, uncovered illegal farming on community land. She's protecting our kids from unsafe crops. Attached was a photo of our fields, my name erased. Comment piled up, Go Linda. These off-grid freaks need to go. Noah's eyes welled. They're trashing you. I hugged him. Let them talk. We've got the truth. Then it got worse. Our mailbox was smashed overnight, and beside it, a letter from the State Agriculture Board. Investigation for unlicensed farming and safety violations. Inspection in 72 hours. Noah whispered, They're trying to shut us down. I muttered, I need a lawyer. I called my old paramedic buddy, Matt, now a land dispute attorney. He didn't laugh. I've seen HOA bullies like this. I'm coming over. That evening, he re-VYEU'd our documents and footage, then looked me in the eye. She's dirty, but sloppy. We'll file a restraining order, report her forgery, and hit the HOA with a cease and desist. I nodded. Will it stop her? He grinned. It'll scare her. If not, we sue. That night, I saw flickering lights by the field. I ran out with a flashlight, small fires at the crop line, gasoline-soaked. I stomped them out, Noah hauling a hose behind me. He gasped, Dad, they're trying to burn it all. I stared into the dark, knowing she was out there. Linda had gone too far. By dawn, I'd wired floodlights and extra cameras. Matt arrived with papers. Restraining orders filed. We're also charging trespassing, arson, and fraud. My old colleague Sarah, now a security pro, showed up too. I'll patrol for a few days, she said, tossing me a walkie. In case Linda gets dumb. By afternoon, we'd posted the restraining order on every fence. Noah helped, asking, will she stop? I sighed. She'll get scared, but she won't quit. I was right. At 4 p.m., a loudspeaker blared. Warning to illegal occupants of Pine Grove property. Vacate within 48 hours. We ran up the drive. Linda stood on a flatbed truck, megaphone in hand, a banner screaming Pine Grove land reclamation. A crowd of 20 HOA cronies and bored locals cheered, donuts and sodas in hand. Noah gasped. She's throwing a party. Linda spotted me, grinning. There's the man illegally squatting on our land, poisoning our kids with his crops. Her crowd booed. Noah hid behind me, trembling. I yelled, you're trespassing. I've got a restraining order. She laughed. A community vote overrides your paper. She waved another forged document, my name plastered on it. Matt stepped up. This is fraud. We're calling the sheriff. Linda shouted, the cops are with us. A lie, but her crowd roared. Sarah marched forward. 5 minutes to leave. Linda sneered, or what? Sarah tapped her phone. 2 sheriff's cars rolled up. A deputy stepped out. Ma'am, you're violating a restraining order. Linda stammered. This is our land. The deputy checked his tablet. Your signature doesn't match. Step off. Her face burned red. She grabbed her megaphone. This man's a liar. He's poisoning our kids. The deputy took it from her. Keep shouting, and I'll arrest you. Her crowd scattered, her son mortified. Linda stormed off, tires screeching, Leah vying her snacks behind. The deputies took statements, promising to fast-track her case. Noah whispered, she'll come back, won't she? I didn't lie. Yeah. The next day, a state agriculture inspector arrived. Complaints about unsafe crops and pesticides, she said. I groaned. Linda. She checked our fields, tools, even the compost. An hour later, she smiled. Your farm's top-notch. One of the best I've seen. I exhaled. Will that stop her? She chuckled. Doubt it, but she can't refile this. That night, Noah ran in. Dad, she posted a video. There was Linda, sobbing on social media, mascara streaking. He chased me off his land. My son's sick from his tomatoes. She held up our zucchini, claiming they were toxic, and begged for GoFundMe cash. She'd raised ULA 3,000 already. Noah gasped. She's building an army. By morning, her video had 2,000 shares. Sarah scowled. Local blogs are calling her Farm Mom of the Year. She's never touched dirt. Noah, still in pajamas, said, kids at school are calling you crop crook. I knelt. We won't let this win, son. Matt helped us craft a statement with our evidence deeds, footage, the inspector's report. We sent it to the blogs. One small outlet interviewed me. I spilled everything. Noah's passion, Linda's lies, the forged papers, the fires. The reporter paused when I sent the footage of Linda stealing. I'll run it, she said. But Linda's got connections. Watch your back. The tide turned. A news channel aired. HOA hero or fraud, showing our footage. Comments shifted. Wait, she's holding zucchini she said she didn't steal? Her GoFundMe tanked, donors demanding refunds. Linda struck back. Late one night, a crash woke us. Sarah radioed. East fence is down. We ran out. The fence was obliterated, a rented tractor in the wreckage. Sarah checked it. Rented from Greenfield Rentals. Deputies towed it, stunned. This is felony damage, one said. Matt nodded. She's losing the narrative, so she's hitting hard. We go public again. We filmed a video Noah holding his journal, me talking about our fight for truth. It went viral. Messages flooded in from farmers, parents, veterans, all with their own bully stories. Noah's school apologized, inviting him to speak at their green fair. But Linda wasn't done. Matt roared up one day, while vying an envelope. She's suing you defamation, harassment, trauma to her son. Noah gasped. Suing us. I stared at the rebuilt fence. Let her try. The courtroom buzzed locals, reporters, teens glued to the drama. Linda sat, neck brace on, dabbing fake tears. Noah squeezed my hand. We'll be okay, right? I nodded. We're defending the truth. Matt whispered, stick to facts. Let the EVY Denke scream. Linda's lawyer painted her as a VY Tim, demanding due law 150,000. Matt stood calm with a binder. We'll prove Ms. Harper's claims are baseless and that she's harassed, trespassed, and defamed my client. He showed the footage Linda is stealing, the fires, the tractor. Then a handwriting report pro VY-ing her forgeries. The courtroom hushed. Linda screamed, "He set me up." The judge slammed her gavel. "Sit down." Sarah testified about the arson. Noah, steady, shared how Linda scared him. I looked at the jury. I'm just a dad raising my boy. She came for our land, our work, our name. Now she's suing us for exposing her. The judge ruled. Case dismissed. Linda referred for criminal investigation. She was escorted out, screaming. Reporters swarmed us. "Will you sue her?" I held Noah. "I just want home." Noah grinned into a mic. "I just want to plant peppers." Life settled. The HOA replaced Linda with a guy named George, who apologized and vowed to leave us alone. Noah won a fair award. A local store stocked our veggies. One night, under the stars, Noah asked, "Did Linda think she was right?" I sighed. Some folks lie so much they believe it. But when they're wrong, they've already burned everyone. He nodded. "Will she come back?" I hugged him. "Maybe, but we're ready. This land's ours." One morning, we built a sign. Noah's garden, grown with love, not lies. The sheriff stopped by. Charges filed: forgery, fraud, felony damage. She's done. Our crops thrived, Noah's gardening channel took off, and we hosted a harvest day for schools and shelters. No rules, just joy. As the sun set, Noah grinned, shovel in hand. If she tries again, we dig in. I laughed. Damn right. Where are you reading from? Ever faced a bully like Linda who twisted the truth to steal what's yours? Should we have sued her back, or was walking away the better win? Drop your story below, hit like, and subscribe. You'd love to hear your fight.